deal SUVs, they're dead. They're gone. Sorry, hate to say it. They truly don't build them like this anymore. This is the 1991 Mitsubishi Pajero high roof. And it's a classic old school SUV with every amenity you could honestly hope to have, for 1991 anyways. This is powered by the 4D56, which is a 2.5 liter straight 4-cylinder intercooled turbo diesel engine. And it produces 147 horsepower and 155 foot-pounds of torque. And that may not sound like very much, and it doesn't feel like very much either. This is slow. This is definitely slow. It's not as fast as an Evo, but it's not supposed to be. It's tuned for longevity and reliability. This one has 66,000, just about 67,000 kilometers on it, or 41,000 miles, and it's mostly stock with the exception of the brush guard up front with KC spotlights. I have a feeling whoever would buy this anyways would probably throw that stuff on there, so it's already done for you. Now that 4D56 engine is connected to this 5-speed manual transmission. It's incredibly easy to drive, it's very smooth, and that 5-speed manual transmission then sends its power to a super select 4-wheel drive system with a center locking differential. This thing will go anywhere. And a big benefit of the Pajero is parts availability. That's not an issue with this as it is with some other JDM imports. This SUV was sold domestically as the Montero. I actually went to high school with a kid who had one of these. Well, had one of those. This feels surprisingly planted for having that high roof. The long wheelbase makes it feel very stable, even though with the high roof, it makes it look very top heavy. But having that high roof, especially for someone tall like me, 6'5", gives you 8,000 feet of headroom. It makes it feel much, much bigger in here than it actually is. It has a nice, stable, long wheelbase. It also has electronically adjustable suspension. Pretty cool to have in an SUV. An SUV from 1991, too. This one does technically have third rows. You have rear climate control in the second row back there. Pretty cool option to have. And in the third row, the seats fold down and then they fold up out of the way. It's very, very smart. I don't know why more SUVs don't have that. You have that big barn door in the back that opens up to a very large cargo space when you have the third row seats folded up out of the way. And you even have curtains all around back there, so you can, you know, do whatever you'd like to do in privacy, whether it be with someone or by yourself. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And one of my favorite things up here in the cockpit is the altimeter and the compass up here. The compass, and actually there's a thermometer underneath, those are both digital. Then all the way to the left you have the altimeter, and in the middle you have a gauge that I can't remember the name of, but my Jeep had something similar. Just tells you your angles when you're off-road. Both very cool to have and fun to look at. Some people say the same thing about me. This thing is actually incredibly smooth to drive on the road. It looks like a big rugged SUV, but it's actually surprisingly comfortable in here. There's lots of room. I don't feel cramped or crowded. There's enough electronics to make it a cool 90s vehicle without making it look stupid dated. And this one is rolling on new Cooper tires, so you're all set to go on any sort of adventure where you want to take this thing. And you've got that super select 4-wheel drive to keep producing the power to make those tires bring you anywhere. The Pajero is a very affordable and a stylish and a pretty safe option without the premium price tag of similar sized vehicles like the Toyota Hilux. They've shot up in popularity. The Pajero is a fantastic option for a classic Japanese SUV. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy motoring.